Everybody has heard not to bring a knife to a gunfight, and I doubt the knife being really, really big is gonna change anything.
Guys, we have...
Oh! No, I was wrong! It being big did change something. It was dramatically worse! What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Henry Stickmin collection. And for today's episode, we're gonna be completing the mission. And as many of you guys know, this is the final entry into the Henry Stickmin franchise, and we just finished playing through all of the remastered games. We found all of the fails, all of the endings, all the secrets, so I'll leave a link to the playlist if you want to check that out after. And I'm still shocked that 3 of those videos are now my most liked videos of all time. So once again, I'm gonna issue you guys a challenge. If this video gets 80,000 likes, I will return for more completing the mission. Now, I'm making it a little easier this time, but not because I don't think you guys can do it. It's because I know this game is massive and I'm not gonna be able to play all of it in one video, so I'd kind of like to return again soon. I haven't even started playing yet, and this already answers so many questions I've had throughout this entire franchise. You know, it used to be the Henry Stickmin story made sense. You break into a bank and get caught. You go to prison for it and break out. You steal something again immediately. The government takes notice and blackmails you into working for them. It's just bang, 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 sequential storytelling, up until infiltrating the airship. Because none of the endings for that game left off in a place where the beginning for fleeing the complex makes any sense. So I just assumed that none of them were canon. But it turns out all of them are canon. Because there isn't just one story here, there's 20! And the mission that we're gonna complete depends entirely on which 2 endings I choose to be reality. Well, clearly we're gonna have to start things off with convict allies, because that's the only ending where I actually managed to escape with Ellie. Busted out with convicts, allied with Ellie, warden defeated. And then we could pair that with maybe relentless bounty hunter? Top hat leader arrested, right-hand man defeated, tank stolen, pardoned by government. Yeah, so this should be like one of the most lawful good endings possible.
You have a tank? You said you stole this from the Top Hats? That name sounds familiar. I think I heard of them when I was getting locked up at the Wall. Criminal organization, right? And you crossed them, huh? We gotta put this bad boy to use. What do you say we hit him again? I don't know about you, but I'm running pretty low on cash. Great. I'll get in touch with my contacts and find out where they're at. These tracks should lead us right to the secret Top Hat base. We might even find... That's it. The transport train. I think there's supposed to be... There it is. Their money cart. I'm pretty sure that cart contains all the money they've amassed. There's our payday. Let's take it to them.
Wait, you hear that? What is that?
Whoa, no, you can't! You can't just hit me with a quick time event out of nowhere, okay? I'm still recovering from that cinematic! Are we not going to address the fact that Ellie elected not to take a seat in the tank and instead just perch her cooter on the gun? Like, if we fire this thing, we're going to rearrange her insides! I think fire actually was one of the options there. We're not going to do that. We're going to go with swords. Let's show them it's a mistake to give people weapons. Henry, we were trying not to have her insides become outsides, and you gave her the tube of toothpaste treatment. Was the third option get in the tank? Yeah, let's get in the tank.
We should have just done this from the beginning.
Usually, you can see out of a tank. Like, Newgrounds doesn't know how to build a tank. I guess we'll fire the cannon and hope Ellie has a titanium vagoo.
Ha! Nice shot.
Stop the train! Boss, the train's in trouble. I can't stop it!
I'm on the way.
Well, that's one way to do it. Now, how are we gonna get all this money out of here?
That's a good question. We should pick the fast option because apparently Right-Hand Man isn't dead. Instead, he's part rocket cyborg. So do we want to go with the Fulton, Horse Lift, or Purse of Holding? I don't know where you're keeping this purse, Ellie, but I'd be interested in seeing how you can carry all that treasure in it.
Man, this is gonna take forever.
Okay, well, he's part rocket cyborg and has laser vision, so that's good to know. There's a reason humanity doesn't use hot air balloons in warfare. It's because they're real easy targets, especially for rocket cyborgs. So how about we trust Ellie and her force lift? Oh. Yeah, we really didn't need a midichlorian flex. Just pick it up so we can run. I'm well aware that trying to predict what's going to happen in this game can be a little hit or miss. And like, we know which is the right answer now, but I still don't see how escaping at the speed of a fart is going to help anybody. Like, the second we get the chance to ditch this hot air balloon, I'm going to.
So, now what?
Oi, this doesn't belong to you.
Was I supposed to have time to pick any of those choices? Do you see what I mean? We're not fast enough. Should we shell bounce, wombo combo, or needle? Well, I said I was gonna ditch this balloon as soon as possible, unless we're gonna macrame the cyborg a pair of jean shorts. It's only one way of finding out.
What are you doing? What an idiot.
Right. I don't know what I was thinking there. On one hand, the last time we tried to get out of a sticky predicament by giving Henry a green shell, he shoved his head inside of it and then fell into a turbine. But on the other hand, I am noticing that the treasure cart seems to have a Mario coin on the side. So maybe that's a hint?
Enough.
All right. Well, at least he didn't put his head in it on purpose this time. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like needle and shell bounce are good options, but I kind of figured Henry wouldn't need any help here. You know, like, the reason Right-Hand Man is 50% stick robotics is because Henry already whooped his ass by himself. Of course, the right answer would be the one with Ellie in it. Hit him with the wombo combo, guys.
Happy feet.
Stickmin!
Seems like we're out of the danger zone. That should do the trick.
Oh, that's it! Mission complete! Well, that was quick. I guess if there's gonna be like 20 endings and they can't be nearly as long as they used to be, that's really cool. So we got away with the treasure and we took out Right-Hand Man. We're gonna go live as a couple of thieves happily ever after with capital gains. So let's try that again. We're gonna keep Relentless Bounty Hunter because I want to see how changing half of the past will influence the mission. And then we compare that with the exact opposite of what happened in Convict Allies, being Ghost Inmate. Because we fled undetected, so Dimitri wasn't defeated, and Ellie was abandoned rather than rescued. And with stuff like Presumed Deads or International Rescue Operative or The Betrayed, we escaped without Ellie, but it wasn't really our fault. We were moved to another cell, or we made a run for it and she didn't follow, but in Ghost Inmate, we straight up Judased her. Like, she boosted us up to freedom, and we just left her for dead. So I'm really curious to see whether or not Ellie or Dimitri are gonna end up being villains this time.
be tired of waking up like this. That's right, it's me. But you thought you took me out. Well, nobody gets away from the topic, Glenn. As soon as we got into orbit, I made sure to go down and capture you. Now, enjoy your stay. Huh?
So, this isn't just a completely different place to start off, but it's a completely different time. Like, I noticed that in the main menu for this game, the Top Hat clan has a big friggin' rocket all of a sudden. We didn't see it in the last mission, but that's because the last mission was 1 day before launch. 1 day before they got this thing into orbit, 1 day before they would have abducted me. But now that we're here, we need to escape using either a remote, a magic spell, or inner strength. Well, I mean, like, the remote is in plain sight and the obvious answer, so there's a good chance that's not gonna work. Yeah, when I said escape, I meant the laser shackles, not the satellite. I really like how they made us play through all of the remastered games leading up to completing the mission, because it gives you so much context as to why some of these answers are just absurd. Like, Henry, you couldn't break out of basic metal shackles without the help of Dwayne Johnson. What inner strength are you gonna suddenly be able to call upon to break out of laser shackles? Yeah, that's a hernia. Can Stickmin get hernias? Again, we've got some pretty good context here. Like, throughout the entire franchise, the only times Henry's tried to use magic, he's either burned himself to death or encased himself in ice. So, like, I'm not sure how many more spells he can have in this magic book, but, like, even if it is the right answer, it's probably not a good one. Okay, so I wasn't wrong, even when the spell went right, it nearly stopped his heart. So, do we want to use a lockpick, a bomb, a metal hat, or a melt ray? I'm assuming it means to try to get through that door. And you could try to lockpick it. Does it even have a lock? Oh no, it doesn't have a lock! So wait, was that not a fail? Weird. I mean, sure, I appreciate a good space mulligan every now and then. Speaking of space, you probably don't want to be setting off a bomb in here. Specifically, you don't. Clearly I do. I'm not going to be the one who gets sucked into the void.
Wait.
He realized as soon as the fuse was like this big that the mistake was this big. So between the last two here, Metal Hat is definitely the dumbest. And it's a reference, Metal Mario, so there's a good chance that's the right answer. Whereas Melt Ray has a trigger, it's dangerous, it's technological, it's ticking off like half a dozen boxes in the Henry Stickmin guaranteed to be a fail test. Oh, the Melt Ray melted. I don't know why my first instinct was to ask, why did it turn into a puddle of jello? Was Metal Mario really known for punching down doors? I don't think that was one of his things, and like, I doubt you'd be able to survive re-entry. You would probably melt and just hit the ground like a puddle.
Be advised, Henry's escaped.
He's on his way towards the main cabin now, coming from Wing 7.
There he is. He's locked himself in Armory 7.
Who left this open? Guys, what have I said? Always lock the armory after you're home.
Ooh, tough questions. Do we want to use the big sword, the pew-pew gun, or the underbarrel grenade launcher? Again, every time Henry has ever used a grenade, it's bounced back on him, so why stop now?
We have to keep it.
Right. Explosions in space are bad. Why didn't I think of that? everybody has heard not to bring a knife to a gunfight, and I doubt the knife being really, really big is gonna change anything.
Guys, we have
Oh! No, I was wrong. It being big did change something. It was dramatically worse. How powerful do you think the duck hunt gun is? Like, it's just as likely to punch a hole in the side of the satellite as it is to be a laser pointer.
I need an update on that Henry situation.
He's got one of our guns! He's mowing through us like crazy, we can't stop him!
Do I gotta do everything around here? Hello? You should have stayed in your cell.
Oh, okay. So he's got real long stretchy arms, as well as rocket legs, and a cell phone head. Anything else I should know about? Do we want to use a nano suit, Herden, or sweep the leg? I gotta go with Herden. We're going full-blown Metapod on his ass. Oh! Okay, yeah, those stretchy arms are stronger than I thought. I'll be the first to admit I got a little excited there, okay? I rashly chose the Pokemon reference when in all reality I should have obviously went with the Karate Kid reference and sweep the legs.
Oh, now that's cute.
Oh, it's so much worse when your head is still flesh. Mashed potatoes? That probably doesn't really hurt him. You know, it's like I've been saying, he's been getting concussions daily. In my defense, it's really hard to think when there's a cyborg standing on your tits. Like, I'm still not sure what nano suit is gonna do. Is it supposed to be Samus? Iron Man? The Wolfenstein spin-off that we all pretend doesn't exist?
That's not gonna help you. Impressive, but that's not gonna... There you are.
I'm good. I'm not good. I meant I'm good, I don't need an answer. Why is it that the laser shots bounced off your butt cheeks but went right through your head? I assume that means the suit has weapons? Yeah, fire missiles! Fire missile! Oh. Yeah, you usually want to let go of the missile. That's an important part of firing the missile. I keep retrying this and I don't have enough time to read anything. Positron refractor? Crap. That was almost a good idea. We went full-blown Star Fox, but then we got punched in the tits again. Why would gravity be the answer? Gravity's never the answer!
Chief, we lost a solar panel.
Yeah, I know. I'm dealing with it.
Okay. Don't even get snippy about it.
Where'd he go?
Okay, so we can choose between this satellite, this satellite, this satellite, or Earth. Oh, let's just get the hell out of here. We're going for Earth. I even called that earlier. I said that he wouldn't survive re-entry. Why don't I think about these things later? You know what? Thinking is overrated, especially when your last three options are all the same. Like, what am I working with here? I guess we'll just go with reading order? Let's start with you, Mr. Leftmost Satellite.
Yeah, it's me again. We're picking up a data stream from our broadcasting satellite.
You don't say.
Yeah, just keep saying attack, 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 fire, shoot the laser. Oh, hang on.
It just stopped.
Why would they have a communication satellite that works like a telegraph? At least the dick-shaped middle satellite kinda looks like a weapon. You know, like the head could open up and it could fire a missile out the tip. Why would it fire out the back? How? Whoever's making these satellites should be fired. I probably should have guessed that the derpiest, most benign-looking option would be the right one.
Destination Earth.
Hey, sir. Sorry to bother you. One of our offsite drop pods is on a direct collision course with the station.
3, 2, oi, get out of there.
Yeah, so did we take out their main satellite? Oh, we didn't even kill him.
He took out our central core. We don't have any power. Can't really get down to Earth without it. So we're kind of just stuck. Who was that guy anyway? Why'd you grab him?
3-man ending. I was gonna say, like, we're just gonna end up where we started. Escaping isn't exactly the best ending, but I guess if we strand them up there, then that's pretty good revenge. You know, I think that's gonna be it for this episode of completing the mission, guys. And I gotta say, this game is a huge leap forward compared to all of the other ones. Like, I can see why this took 4 years of hand animating to make, and why you would want to charge money for this. Like, it was well worth it for all the remastered games, nonetheless, with completing the mission tacked on. So, if you guys want to see more, as always, be sure to like this video, let me know. It's like I said, I expect there to be maybe not 20 endings, maybe not every ending works with one another, but at least a dozen or so, so there's a whole lot more to play if you guys are interested. But thanks so much for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.